Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to your September astrology. And what an incredible horoscope this is going to be, because Mercury, the planet of good fortune, is finally moving forward. So expect more clarity and more clear communication with everyone around you. And if that wasn't enough, we've got Venus, the planet of love and abundance, going direct after a very rare retrograde of nearly 6 months. So if you've been wading through treacle when it comes to your relationships and your love-ins, it's now going to be so much clearer. The other big news of this month is that Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, the adventurer, is going retrograde, which means we're not necessarily galloping ahead, but we're dealing with our stuff for massive growth. Here's your September horoscope. Hey Sagittarius, this is an interesting journey for you, September, because it's almost like different parts of you are going in different directions. With Venus going direct, you're feeling much more optimistic. There may have been a lot of confusion around you. You may even been confused with someone who was very different to you, or in a different country, or you just suddenly felt that you weren't speaking the same language, or you became unpredictable, or they became unpredictable. All of that is changing now as you feel excited about love and abundance. Strange and wonderful opportunities are opening up for you in different directions. You may travel more and be excited about it, but you're drawing adventure and wonder to you now. And it is a big relief, because we have had 6 months of that energy, darling. And now it is onwards. Now, the big news for you this month is Jupiter, your ruler, is going retrograde, is going backwards. And while you recently might have felt that you're very in control of things, now you have to look to the past. And actually, Jupiter is kind of putting on the brakes and saying it's time to take care of the details. You have to go backwards and see if there's any detail that you left out. Whatever your goal is, whatever your dream is, doesn't matter what it is. The point is, you've got to check the foundations, look under the hood of your dream and tinker with things until they become right for you. And this isn't an instant process. We know that you're the wild pony of the zodiac, so sometimes it's really difficult for you to slow down. But when it comes to work and it comes to your career, it's really, really important. You're having incredibly important discussions about your career and abundance. If you're retired or you're not interested in your career, it's about what you want to do in the world, how the world sees you now in this next phase. But whatever it is, you have to think very carefully about it. And in fact, if I were you, I wouldn't really make a decision, any massive decisions, until the 15th, when opportunity comes knocking for you. Not only is it a new moon in Virgo, which is your career sector and your reputation sector, where you can let go and make big changes in that area and also have a new start, and also it's a brilliant day for you to manifest what you want in those areas. But Mercury goes direct at long last, so you're like, everything becomes clearer in your mind. Up until then, you might be fuzzy or you might make rash decisions, but after that, you're like, yeah, now I know what I want. Now I know where I want to go. And the universe is the wind beneath your wings, taking you in the direction of your dreams. So think and act and be practical when it comes to those areas. When it comes to the new moon, a new direction is opening up for you and a brand new start. So happy days. Now on the 21st, the sun is trine Pluto. Again, it's a day of change when it comes to money, abundance, your sense of security in the world, and that work and career. So what do you want to do? It looks to me as if there is going to be a big change one way or the other. Sometimes that's just a change of attitude. It isn't actually a change of, okay, I'm going to physically leave something. Although I reckon there will be some of you that are going to physically leave a job and go on to another job. It can be, okay, I'm going to change the rules and the boundaries in what I'm doing now. And that gives freedom and can suddenly bring in more abundance. So this month is all about paying attention and also climbing the ladder to success, darling. So that is great. Now the sun is shifting signs and going into Libra and making you very collaborative. You want to get out and about. You want to mix with people. It's also the most powerful time for you after the 23rd to manifest and to create your reality and to suddenly find yourself magnetized to situations and places where you meet the right people and groups of people that you want to meet. It's also a brilliant time for you in terms of social media, any websites, anything you want to, publishing, anything you want to put out there in the world gets a lot easier for you. And there are opportunities aplenty in those areas coming up. Particularly look out for an important conversation on the 25th. And, you know, Mercury's direct now, and it's trine Jupiter, the planet of good fortune. It may be that you applied for a job or put yourself out there and it never happened, and someone reaches out to you, or you reach back out to them, and opportunity is yours. There's a great full moon for you. Well, certainly this full moon is a peak experience in happiness, pleasure, and creativity. If there is anything blocking that, or emotionally you've been sort of compromising and you know it's affecting your creativity and happiness, a peak experience will come where you'll be like, no, I can't do that anymore. This full moon is saying, I'm going to shine the moonlight on your creativity and happiness, and I'm handing it over to you. So that is all very, very positive. And Mercury retro shadow ends on the 29th. So many good things are coming to you, and out of the blue things are coming to you in terms of your security, money, work, and you getting on with things. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. So why do we at Michele Knight give you a 5-minute, no questions asked guarantee? Well, our psychics are some of the very best in the world. They are handpicked. They have 5 rigorous test readings, the final one with me, and I require very detailed information, things they couldn't possibly know just by looking at Google or social media. We want you to be totally blown away by your reading, to feel that you've chosen a psychic who you can bond with, who gets you and gives you such specific information you feel completely reassured. If this doesn't happen within the first 5 minutes, don't be shy, just put down the phone and your minutes will be topped up or refunded. Your reading should be uplifting, full of clarity and advice, and leave you empowered to make the right decisions for you. We want Michele Knight to be your spiritual home.